look at that. You see the size of that thing? That is ginormous right there. Uncle Bull Cow back again in the building. So, this is the Pink Tiger Peach Boot Golden Boot Cross. Some people refer to this as a solid gold boot. Other people don't. They call the rust-colored golden, it's a rusty golden variant of a regular boot jalopy, a ghost. That color variant they call the solid gold boot. Others call this the solid gold boot. Of course, this does not. This one is. I don't think it's fully ripe. It's still got a little green. See the green in it, but it's purple. But it's been on the plant for a long time. So I did eat some like this last year, and I ate some that were more ripe. Unfortunately I knocked a golden Primatale off the plant today. That's not ripe, but it's a little breakfast with the bull. Do I gotta show you guys how to freaking eat breakfast? Well, what I have is there's some over easy eggs, yolks popping out underneath, garlic grit. Mrs. Bull Cow looked out. And then to season it, Miller's 13. So you're gonna put a very liberal amount of 13 on there. Gotta make sure you can see it. You gotta feel the spice, boy. Feel the spice. Some butter on there. These garlic grits with the 13. Nice and thick grits. Nothing runny. Whoa. Whoa. Wow. It's already hot from the 13. Woo! Let's get this bad boy cut in half. I'm gonna save half for Mrs. Bull Cow. Holy cow. You guys want to talk about insanity. Look at this. Ooh, I see actual yellow oil in this. Holy mackerel. Right there's that oil pocket. It's not fully ripe yet. Whoo. Oh, and that just smells like just pure heat. With these pods, whether they're purple, ooh, that's hot. I'm making up a gauntlet for the pineappler, and I just 2 peppers that I want ripe, and they're not. I really would have liked to put this pepper, this actual one, in that gauntlet. You know, I know it's a boot, but it's hot. Way hotter than any of the other ghosts. It is partially peach boot, so you already know. So how's everybody doing out there today? Comment below. I am fighting an infection. I am going all natural. Kind of trying to see if I can fight it off with probiotics, massive amounts of capsaicin, and all natural remedies. And so far so good. Yesterday I was not in the pain that I was in the day before. Drinking, I got some ginger kombucha right here with some lemon in it. Half a bulb of garlic in my grits. Capsaicin galore. Look at that Orion. It is the most funky looking one I've ever seen. Look at it. It's so many different colors, this pepper. But I believe it's ripe enough. That's why I picked it. Some of those mustard chocolate ghosts. And the Reaper Narrows. Mrs. Bull Cow's been eating those up pretty good. The pepper's hot, guys. This son of a gun is hot. There ain't another boot that's this hot that I know of. No. A little bit floral for a boot. Dropping grits all over the place. What the heck? Need some hot sauce. Okay. So I got some Got some of this, the Caribbean, the Jamaican version of Monster Mash. Just made this for, we needed something to eat. I eat about a half bottle of this sauce a day at least. That one's got all Scotch bonnet, Scotch brain, stuff like that in it. I'm going to be going to finish my Florida edition Monster Mash, and then after that, we'll be back to the original because I'll have fresh pods and, I'll be back on track to the original Monster Mash for a very long time. I am going to put together one small batch of yellow mash today because I have the peppers. Praise God for that. That one gets hot. That's all I can say. It's just hot. Miller's 13 on the grits. When you make your grits, don't put too much salt in them. You put a little bit. You can add a little bit of this in while they're cooking, but then save some room to put this on top. Phenomenal. Phenomenal. If you don't like as much heat as this, the Miller Savory Everything Louisiana, put that in and on your grits. Trust me, your mind will be blown. See, before I ate Southern food, like they have here in North Carolina, or like the low country stuff in Charleston, South Carolina, stuff like that. Before I was ever introduced to any of that, I actually knew a guy that his parents had owned a coffee company in the 40s or 50s. He revamped it, put it back out, opened a cafe up. It was a Cajun American cafe, and he made grits and stuff, and so with like a Cajun seasoning. So I had my first foods, a lot of the Southern type stuff was Cajun, or it was Cajunized, and I loved it. So I've always put something spicy in my grits. Unless I'm making them with for like sweet grits. Some people like grits with sugar and butter and milk. I'm on fire right now. Look at that placenta. There's an oil pocket in there. Yes, it's not water, it's oil. And I just ate it. And I know I ate it. Wow. Holy mackerel. This will get you going in the morning, I'll tell you that. Woo! Man, it's hot. A little ginger kombucha. I also got some organic, raw, unfiltered honey here. I'm not going to do too much. That's a little bit. And I'll put some in my coffee. It has antibacterial properties. There's so much. Mrs. Bulkout eats so much healthy stuff every day. She is one of the healthiest people I know. And I eat a lot of times what she eats, no doubt, but, I stray away sometimes. Usually at breakfast. Because I don't usually eat breakfast with the girls. They don't eat till way later. And if we eat together, it's usually like raspberry pancakes. Now everything is organic. Um, pancakes are not the healthiest thing, but we try to put some fruit in them on the side. I'm burning bad. That pepper's hot. You guys see, I saved half for Mrs. Bulkhouse, so you don't think I'm a terrible husband at least. But yeah, so we'll review. Me and her are gonna review this pepper together later. I don't know why it looks like that, but that's an Orion. Orion was a cross created by my paisano Rocco Maltese out of Italy. He crossed a Fatale Gourmet Jigsaw with a Big Red Mama and a Yaki Blue Fawn. It's got so many different things going on in this pepper. But the crazy thing is, I couldn't find seeds to this last year, and somebody sent me a box of peppers, and there was some in there, and there's a couple, but they were long pheno, so they were long. They didn't look like this one, or like the common pheno, which is sort of like this. Kept the seeds and grew it out. Wouldn't you know that almost all the pods on that plant have long phenos now? Now imagine that long pheno came from seeds from a long pheno, and so on and so forth. And what'll happen is you'll start to end up with longer phenos, especially if something's not stabilized. But even if a pepper goes through F5, F6, you can still take a certain shape pheno and go and keep going and going. And actually, in 20 years, there could be an Orion that looks like this, and all the phenos pretty much on the plant pretty much look like this. And then you'll have others that look like this, and you'll be like, which one is the true one? Well, they're both the true one. They just had different phenotypes that were selected and then bred out. That is pure dread. There's another pocket in there. Woo! I've been talking too long, guys. I just want to review this pepper. Pink Tiger, Golden Boot, Peach Boot. And for a boot, it is hot.